secret name which I will give him when at last he knoweth me. Since I am infinite space, and the infinite stars thereof, do ye also thus find nothing? Let there be no difference made among you between any one thing and any other thing, for thereby there cometh hurt. But whoso availeth in this, let him be the chief of all. I do it. My word is 6 and 50. Divide, add, multiply, and understand. Then saith the prophet and slave of the beauteous one, who am I? And what should be the sign? So she answered him, bending down the lambent frame of blue, touching all penetrant, her lovely hands upon the black earth, and her lithe body arched for love, and her soft feet not hurting the little flowers thou knowest. The sign should be my ecstasy, the consciousness of the continuity of existence, the omnipresence of my body. Then the priest answered and said unto the queen of space, kissing her lovely brows, the dew of her light bathing his whole body in a sweet-smelling perfume, new is continuous one of heaven, let it be ever thus, that men speak not of thee as one, but as none. Let them speak not of thee at all, since thou art continuous. None breathe the light, faint and fairy of the stars and two. For I am divided for love's sake, for the chance of union. This is the creation of the world, that the pain of division is as nothing, and the joy of dissolution all. For these fools of men and their woes care not thou at all. They feel little what is balanced by weak joys. But ye are my chosen ones. Obey my prophet. Follow up the ordeals of my knowledge. Seek me only, and the joys of my love will return. Obey my prophet. Follow up the ordeals of my knowledge. Seek me only, and the joys of my love will redeem me from all pain. This is so, I swear it by the vault of my body, where my sacred heart and tongue, by all I can give, by all I desire.
Hello?
Hey, what up, John? How's it going?
Hello, John. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you? What's up?
I'm good, thank you. What's about, Congressman?
Then the priest fell into a deep trance, or swoon, and said unto the Queen of Heaven, write unto us the ordeals, write unto us the rituals, write unto us the law. But she said, the ordeals I write not, the rituals should be have known, and have concealed, the law is for all. This that thou writest is the threefold book of law. My scribe, Ongifan Kansun, the priest of the princess, shall not in one letter change this book, but lest there be folly, he shall comment thereupon by the wisdom of Ra or good. Also the mantras and spells, the obeya and the wanda. The word of the law is Thelema, who calls us Thelemites who do no wrong. If ye look close into the word, there are therein three grades, the hermit and the lover, and the man of earth. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. The word of sin is restriction. O man, refuse not thy wife if she will. O lover, if thou wilt depart. There is no bond that can unite the divided but love. All else is a curse. Accursed be it to the eons. Hell. Let it be that state of manifold, bound and brooding. So if yet thy thou hast no right but to do thy will. Too late and no other shall say nay for pure will and assuage the purpose. Delivered from the lust of result is every way perfect. The perfect and perfect are one perfect and not two, nay and none. Nothing is the secret key of this law. 61, the Jews call it. I call it 8, 80, 418. But they have the half. Unite by thine art so that all disappear. My prophet is a fool with his one. Are not they the ox and none by the book? abrogate all rituals or ordeals or words and signs. Ra or Kuit have taken his seat in the east at the equinox of the gods, and let Asar be with Isa. Also are one, but they are not of me. Let Asar be the adorant, Isa the sufferer. Pour in his secret name and splendor is the Lord initiating. There is a word to say about the Hierophantic task, behold. There are three ordeals in one, it may be given in three ways. The gross mass pass through fire, let the fine be tried in intellect. And the lofty chosen ones in the highest, Dasi have star and star, system and system. Let not one know where the other. There are four gates to one palace. The floor of that palace is of silver and gold, lapis lazuli and jasper are there. Gold are rare scents, jasmine and rose, and the emblems of death. Let him enter in turn or at once the four gates, let him stand on the floor of the palace. Will he not sink? Amen. Oh, warrior, if thy servant sink, but that our needs and means be goodly therefore, dress ye old in fine apparel. Eat rich foods and drink sweet wines and wines that foam. Also take your fill and will of love as ye will, when, where, and with whom ye will, but always unto me. If this be not aright, if ye confound the space marks, saying they are one, or saying they are many, if the ritual be not ever unto me, then expect the direful judgments of Ra or Kuit. They shall regenerate the world, the little world, my sister, my heart and my tongue, unto whom I send this kiss. Also, O scribe and prophet, thou, though the of the princess, shall not assuage thee or absolve thee, but ecstasy be thine, and joy of earth ever to me. Change not as much as the style of the letter, for behold, thou, O prophet, shalt not behold all these mysteries hidden therein. The child of thy bowels, he shall behold them.
I want to thank you for coming to John Kitover's TikTok. I'm going to read you Aleister Crowley. Poetry is called A Birthday. This is an exclusive TikTok recording, which will also be dance and write and spell, arousing heaven and constraining hell, linked together. Every hour of rest was only to frame no time on any press. We move on living elf, beyond train, knife to fate. Was I afraid? I was afraid. All you have to say is, I'm sorry. Afraid to live. That's it. Afraid to remain the same.
Bitch. Okay, and how much time was this?
Afraid of what I
My ass. I'm here.
ashamed. 100% hands. 6 weeks.
Alright, I'm gonna call Icon.
Don't you? Don't.
Get out of my country, bitch.
When in the country, you guys are stupid. You guys like agriculture company. It's a good advantage. So, what year is it now? You were being disingenuous. So you and your family line are disingenuous people, okay? I'll put that in my right mental Rolodex. Why do you guys attack my country?
Oh, Somali's are the worst.
Because
They're
all
fucking
your fucking-
full of garbage.
Dude, it's a bunch of warlords that fucking do nothing but kill all like innocent people all around them.
Their country is trash. It's garbage. I'm telling you. Google Somali trash streets on Google Images. You're gonna have thousands of pages.
Campaign directly at 312-498-0517 and on johnforcongress.com, click on the blog section. You can see our antidote link to make a donation. I'll update the site after this interview because hopefully I'll push it out and we'll get a lot of views and raise more money because, you know, I live in Chicago in the Northwest Side. I'm going to drive up to Rockford. I'm going to drive to Peoria. I'm going to drive to Bloomington and Normal, Illinois, and I hope to meet people in the streets or at the bars or at the train stops who watch this video and want to sign on the petition to defeat Darren LaHood. Your district is breaking praise to the obfuscated through, quote-unquote national security or classification. And we've seen,
what's up, man? Here's the air. Eric. Oh, Eric. Yeah, Eric, come on. I only the best, which was rapid accent. Doesn't. Oh, Eric.
Can't. And so, and there will be more things like that come out in September as this heats up. You alluded to, the obfuscation of potential foreign involvement when it comes to Epstein and this operation, and that brings me to the next thing I wanted to talk about, which is the Las Vegas case that occurred this month. It really got a lot of traction in a bad way for the administration, and this Israeli cyber official was caught up in a sex ring sting in Vegas that was at the federal, state, and local level, a task force that combined all of those elements, and he was allowed to leave on a $10,000 bail and leave the country. He's a foreign national, and he did not have diplomatic immunity. And the similarities between the Epstein case and this particular case, especially right now, are striking to me. Do you want to comment on that? Yeah, I waited a few days before I did post about it because I wanted access to the primary sources, and then when I saw the police records and the interview summary, that's when I put something on my page. Because every time I see something like this, discredit me if I amplify that. I approach it the same way, Mr. Massey. If it turns out not to be true. So, in this case, it turns out to be true. In fact, to a degree, that the State Department had to put out a statement, which may or may not be true, saying that they had nothing to do with it. Now, whoever put out that statement may firmly believe that the State Department had nothing to do with it. But it might be a case where the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing. And the real question is, why did they allow it to happen? How did this happen? And I do agree with you that this alleged perpetrator, he's innocent until proven guilty, but 100% he is. Yeah, but the alleged perpetrator is, I've always said, there's this category of people, they're either rich, powerful, or politically connected. And in this case, this individual doesn't seem to be rich or powerful, but he was politically connected. And so he got to leave the country. I guess the proof is in the pudding. Does he come back for the court case? Can't. And so, and there will be more things like that come out in September as this heats up. You alluded to, the obfuscation of potential foreign involvement when it comes to Epstein and this operation, and that brings I think one bit.
Yeah.
What did they say?
Who, the lawyer?
Can you talk to his lawyer?
No, I talked to a lawyer. They're going to serve him with a civil lawsuit for defamation. They're going to try to garnish his wages at Houston Children's Texas Hospital.
Wow, interesting. They're gonna serve him. They're gonna serve him. Okay, so you talk to a lawyer. Um,
He thinks we can get about 15% of the salary monthly for the next 7 years.
so you didn't call it a employer. You called it a lawsuit. You served. You really served him with a civil lawsuit.
No, they're about to serve him at work, at the hospital.
You're the man.
They have to get the process server to go over there, but they have the draft complaint all filed with the court already. So he's in process to get served.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, you can't come on Clown House and make death threats against our beautiful Janie. Not under my watch.
I love it. I love it.
No, not when you're running for Congress. I can't let people get away with death threats while I'm trying to campaign here. It ain't kosher. Sorry, Brad.
I love it, Mike.
Stuffing burger.
Did you like my promo of you yesterday in the room?
I did. That was great. Thank you. Keep doing it.
You're my man, dude. You're my freaking man, dude.
I couldn't stick around because I started recording Thomas Massey talking about the Epstein files on X. So I was like, you know what? I'd rather film Thomas Massey than sit here and get shot down by Gary. So I'm going to record Thomas Massey, and I left the room.
Love it, Mike. I love it. I mean, you're a hero, dude. You're a freaking clubhouse hero.
Well,
And not a real life zero.
there's other things I could say about Brad Stauffenberger out of Houston, Texas. At the children's, Houston, Texas
He was in
hospital.
Minnesota.
No, he updated his LinkedIn. He travels a bit, I'm sure, for the hospital group, but it doesn't matter. The point is, he defamed me for 2 days, slandered me, libeled me, and he's not going to get away with it. You can't come on the internet and say the things he said for 2 days straight without repercussions, especially when I'm live streaming for my campaign. And you can't make death threats against women on the internet. And you can't make death threats against young men on the internet that you got beefs with. It's illegal. Do you know which federal law makes that illegal, Scott?
What's that?
Do you know what the acronym LMGTFY stands for? Do you know what that acronym stands for?
No.
Let me Google that for you, Scott. Let me Google that for you. I already Googled this, but we also did some AI lookups and confirmed it all today. So, obviously making death threats on the internet is illegal. It's just like, duh. There's one thing you don't want to do with your life, and that's go on the internet and make death threats on social audio apps. It's just not going to work out for you. It must be a lot of anxiety working with children who have terminal cancers and working on their claims with the insurance provider. It must be very stressful. Well, let's do a show for campaign candidate Congressman Kitover. You want to do your first interview with me? Because I did a big podcast interview last night. It went very well.
That?
It went great, but then he got all upset with me today, and he kept messaging me saying, "I own the IP, I own the copyright." He's like, "You can't release your version until I release mine." I'm like, "Okay, fine." So I pulled my version down, and I'm waiting for him to release his edited version.
I said to Jade, "Did you see that he's getting served at work tomorrow?" And she said, "Great." With a big applause. Kitover, you're the best, dude. You're a public servant.
I am. If I was working for the FBI, I mean, it'd be the same issue. If I was monitoring this app on behalf of the FBI, he would get a cease and desist letter. I wouldn't arrest him, but I would definitely send him a cease and desist so he's aware. I don't even think he's aware of what he's saying half the time, because people are saying that he's shit-faced when he's making his death threats. So I don't think so, though. I think he's sober. That's the scary part. So, anyways, we'll see what happens with that. But if he can fund this campaign for $20,000, over the next couple months, or we might be able to force him into a settlement, where we'll negotiate for like 10 grand and just call it quits. But he's gonna pay up. You know, he had a big mouth for 2 days. It's all on video on 13 different YouTubes on Clubhouse. Well, they deleted the Clubhouse account that I had the recording on, but it's still all over YouTube. So
How did they delete it? Why did they delete it?
they deleted 4 of my Clubhouse accounts in a mass purge. They took out everybody who was involved in stirring the pot with Pepe and Brad and JP, and other people got clipped as well. People are also saying it's Amir and his group of ragtag terrorist supporters on Clubhouse. So nobody knows for sure because they don't tell you, why they suspended you. So, but here I am. I mean, I created a new account and we're campaigning again. You can't stop this this love train, this love boat. This city was built on rock and roll.
If you click your account, can you start an account with the same phone number?
No, you got to get a new number. So there's an app called Text Now. It lets you use a burner number to create the account.
And then and then I can get a burner number.
I just cancel the subscription. I just use it to create the Clubhouse account. It's the cheapest way. It's like $2.
And there's a free account or not?
It's $2. That's how you build the city on rock and roll. Yeah. All right, Scott. Anything else you want to talk about? But let's set up this interview with candidate Congressman John Kitover. I would love for you to publish it on your publishing platform, and I would pay you for the publicity for the press. The campaign will pay for your dinner.
Oh wow! Look at you, buddy. You're the man, buddy. I find it, dude. I'll tell you what, buddy. You're a bright spot on the app.
We got money. We got Clubhouse money. So if you want to have a nice dinner this Friday night, set up your interview with candidate Congressman John Kitover. We need the publicity. And we're going to post your interview with me all over X, all over YouTube, all over Instagram. So your face will get, your podcasting skills will get recognized as well. And you'll get paid to do it. Okay, I'll talk to you soon.
All right, buddy. Later.
How's your evening going? It's going great.
He was just trolling because BB's bad.
I witnessed him in the room where he was being bullied against.
Boris, we gotta. Boris,
He's having a meltdown, and it's hilarious. And
hold on, I gotta. BB's all mad about it.
Well, allegedly.
I know, BB's really upset that I sucked his balls.
He realized that he didn't like it after that.
So I'm holding room after room. No, I was like 19 years old. I'm like 36 now. It was like a long time ago.
Yeah, Boris, he was just Muslim for a day. That's all he was.
Yeah, I was just Muslim for a day, and I decided to suck a dick. No.
Whoa, as a Roman Catholic, you can't say that. That's not nice.
No, it was a brisk. It was brisk and short. It was short.
The other problem.
Yeah, I know. It was brisk.
It was just please.
You guys didn't hear the double lots. Never mind.
No, I thought that was funny. I thought that was
Brisk,
fucking funny. I got it. No, but the other problem that BB doesn't understand is that my wife is on this app too. So I have a fucking wife and fucking baby. So my wife is literally in this room right now.
All right, you can concede that you're at least bi.
He doesn't have to consider that. He doesn't have
No, I would say that I'm straighter than most dudes. Yeah. No, this is the part that
John Kitover down in the audience is by. Bring him up.
Wait.
Look at John's like, I've never, no.
No, this is the part that I love to troll.
He won't let me do the laughing emojis on the
Let
audience.
me do the troll. Let me do the troll. Okay, so no. So this is the hilarious part: is that the majority of the dudes that get upset about this are single dudes who have never procreated.
Yeah, this Lila your wife.
So I think that
Sarah's his wife.
Hilarious. Yeah, Sarah's his wife.
Very sensitive part of it.
Yeah, Sarah, right above you.
Sarah likes to do double penetration, or like what's going on?
Wow. No. I just make babies with Sarah because she's my wife.
Yeah, but let's like double penetration. So when you're sucking a penis, you're.
Whoa.
No, Morris, he's only sucked one penis. He sucked one penis, and then he realized he didn't have to.
Yeah, I didn't like it, and I didn't want to do it again.
He sucked 2 or 3 times.
Yep. I agree.
No, it was
You
only
sucked
one.
one dick,
It was
you
only
sucked them all.
That's weird. That's
Guys,
That's fucking
it shows a certain magnanimity.
Wait,
George is just mad because he sucks off fucking McDonald's employee. So it's like the body shaming and shit.
Higher mammals.
Yeah, so the thing that I find funny though is that the people that have wives and children don't give a fuck. But like the dudes that like are single and live in their mom's basements, they have like a problem. So that's where I fucking
wives and children.
yeah, me sucking a dick. Like they literally the fucking incel dudes are like all over it.
Wife and children, and I have a problem with it.
Bonobos are more okay
know,
with
but you
it
do.
than their rights.
I know, but you talked about sucking dick earlier, so like you don't know.
In the West, you got a lot of. In America, you got a lot of aspiring bonobos.
So it's all the people that don't have wives and don't have children and aren't procreating that have a problem with it. Yet it's like fucking like incel dudes that have a problem with it who can't like find bonobos. I know. I wish. God, I wish I was fucking drunk right now.
So you and
The Greeks had African mating patterns. They were matriarchal. They had full female sexual selection, which is why they had the statues and all the beauty.
Oh, Boris, did you see that we ran Roger Mayhem off the app?
Nope. Who's that?
You know Roger from Healthy
Oh
Debates?
God, that guy's a fucking
Mojo.
I'm glad you
Remember Mojo, Boris?
you and earlier today.
The libertarian guy from Washington.
Oh, is he
Doc,
right?
What's that?
You and
That's
there's
where he's from, David.
no.
You don't realize, you don't remember you were drunk that night.
Okay,
Like
2 seconds.
every other day.
So Jonathan also has like inside doxing information about somebody he released today. I don't know if he wants to talk about it, but
I'm not gonna dox anyone. I don't ever dox
He
anyone.
said in English.
No, he's talking to John Kitover.
it was somebody else that.
Was it John Kitover?
Yes.
No,
he
I'm
had
not gonna
information.
dox anyone.
Oh, what did he have?
I'm not gonna say unless he wants to say.
I have the back channels. I already know about all of it. Like, I'm not gonna fucking release that shit. Like, honestly, I'm not gonna dox people. That's just like the bottom line. What I will do is I'm gonna name every room BB is like a fucking black dick lover for the next like fucking 6 months.
No, you said it wrong. It has to be big black cocks.
Oh, say, wait, yeah. What was it?
BB loves BBCs. Or BBC.
I mean, that's pretty good. But I mean, I just kind of want to say like a black dick.
Yeah, it has to be a big
Right out.
No, let's not say that. Let's say
Dick
that.
lover.
Yeah, it has to be like West African, nice Wesley Snipes and like 14 inches long.
Like, okay, yeah.
You always go to like that.
No, I'm gonna literally fucking go after BB harder than he ever has ever gotten fucked in the ass. So yeah, I'm gonna fucking go after him. I don't care.
John, come up. I want to hear what's going on.
Well, no, if Ewan doesn't want people doxing in this room. Then.
Oh yeah.
Don't bring them up. No.
No, I mean, John, come up. I already know everything about that guy, so like, I don't give a fuck. The back channels are so fucking annoying. I don't care about that shit. I don't want that shit. I don't want the fucking details about someone's life, to be honest.
Yeah, but that was like okay. So but Ewan to his whatever. I mean, the fact that somebody is suing somebody for civil damages, that's pretty big.
John, you can't put a baby chicken. You have to put a rooster.
I mean, that guy called me a faggot, so he can go fuck himself. My wife is literally like in the room right now.
I mean, I wouldn't call you a faggot. I would just say you're bi.
No.
I'm not even vibing. I tried it once and I was like, oh, stop it.
Yeah, there's no
take.
there's no take backs.
No, he can be.
What, John?
He can be whatever he wants to be.
David, are you drunk? I'm talking to John in the fucking audience.
I invited John up, but
No, I don't know. David's just drunk and he doesn't know what's going on.
I don't read the chat. I never read the chat.
See him down there in his fucking,
no, I get it. I like you, whoever the fuck you are. Like, I don't even know what your name is on this app. Like, you're like fucking.
Oh, okay, now we gotta ask. Yeah, 3x plus 1 Rich.
Okay,
So,
Rich.
we
I'm
gotta
just gonna
ask.
call you Rich.
We gotta ask Norman now. We gotta ask the question.
What?
The BB question. The name Steve.
Oh yeah, Norm. What should I name tomorrow's?
No, that's not it. You gotta ask him if one at one time.
I don't think you should do this.
Oh, Norman, if you suck a dick one time, does it make you gay?
Whoa. You don't answer that.
Schmeckle, okay,
I
sorry.
don't know. I don't think.
You don't answer that. Yeah, thank you.
I'm not even serious about the private life.
Norm is
Private, it's public, they're talking about it.
No, Norm is above it. He doesn't have to answer that.
I'm just not interested in gossip and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe I'm.
I mean, that's why I want BB to just fucking say sorry, and then that's the end. I don't have to come into any of his rooms. I don't have to do fuck all. You can block me, but I will do a fucking room every day with his name in it until he fucking apologizes. And I will get blocked off this app, and I'll continue to do it. Because I don't fucking care. I am tired of this shit. Like, if you want to fucking try to insult me, then I will just do that. It's really easy for me to do. It takes like no time, and I've lost time. So yeah. I mean, he left.
And say to what I said is because what I said earlier is how you operate on a macroeconomic scale. Let me explain it for you. MACRO is big. It's huge. It's systems. Okay? It's entire systems. That's the best way to describe it. Microeconomics is what you do in your proximity, what you do in your community, what you do next to each other, your neighbor. What she's describing is a microeconomic effort that her business partner is undertaking and trying to do it at a scale to eventually produce macroeconomic outcomes. What I suggest is on a macroeconomic scale, there's not enough of us in information systems and technology, AI, whatever you want to call it, to dominate that sector. So if we're going to choose that sector to to lock up and let that be the vehicle for us to achieve this problem-solving solution that insulates us from the white supremacist policies that disenfranchise our community that Sparkle so eloquently referred to a minute ago. The way you do that is locking up an industry. You talked about
Wait, what's the white structural racist supremacist system? Can you explain it, TC?
right, the people that own the bus, right? Hold on. So wait, so when people cut me over, this is okay. This is 70 minutes, please. That's some new guy. So she talked about the world's largest black-owned logistical company. Great, they own the IP. Great. That is a you can call it like a vapor, if you will, of what I'm describing on a macroeconomic scale. If you had 14, 15 of those bus companies in that area, I think you mentioned Memphis, was it? I think it was Tennessee, right? If you had 14 or 15 and they dominated the entire transportation industry and they own the IP and they're passing that down to their family and their kids through nepotistic business practices, that was the word I was looking for earlier, nepotism. Now you control and own an industry. You do that at scale to a macroeconomic perspective. What she's describing is great, but it can't be deployed on a macroeconomic scale unless you have 50 of them doing it, all within the same sector.
Right.
One, Sparkle just gave you an example that happened in reality that literally scaled world, like globally, as far as like giving us practices and being used globally today. And then Madison gave you one that just started last year that's regional. She said in St. Louis and then also on the East Coast. I have not heard you say yet, you know what, that's a great, even it's a great start, and then we need to do the scaling that you're talking about. That's going to be great. You're doing a good job.
That's because TC already has elected and scale and has hired over 500 people. He has that already, right, TC?
That's true, yeah, he did say
I've been trying to get where TC is. I've been bidding and applying for city, state, federal contracts, and I'm like a little company, but I've done a lot of great things because I partner up with people that are amazing. So anyone, please help me. I have everything. I am set, and I just need a contract. I have everything that I need to be a partner.
Also, I just want to mention, because I don't like any black person who might feel behind, like historically, again, those other individuals, the Chinese or the Indians, they were culturally, within their own countries, forced to focus culturally on their workforce. And then they were deployed to the United States. So it's not like that shit just happened like yesterday. They've been doing it. So stop thinking that you are so lagging behind. They were implemented and forced. You cannot do that in the United States to people. Somebody mentioned earlier, like, it's a lot of individualism here. Yes, if you did that here, it wouldn't work. Not unless you literally go under a regime. So it's the context matters, man. Context matters on how groups take over industries. And it doesn't just happen overnight. And even the Madison thing was crazy enough, and not be pessimistic, but with it being great and grand and everything going 100%, those kids are going to be ready to probably take over the industry probably like 2035, 2045. But we at least got to get them started. You don't get kick-ass adults by not culturally training them when they're kids. You don't just pop up and be amazing, like at fucking 35, ready to combat these other cultural people that's in the industry. It's still a competition, and we got to make sure that we train the kids not to just jump in the fire, but be ready and trained to get everything done and professionally. Don't end up like Uncle Darius. We want you to be great and continue the legacy until like 3 generations after you're great. That's what we want to do.
Let me shout out Uncle Darren. I just got in a bottle of single barrel premium whiskey. As far as I'm concerned, blame it all on the CFO. The rest of the staff and the executive leadership did what they were supposed to do. We'll leave it at there, but go and find you a bottle of Uncle Darren's. Please absolutely end up like Fawn Weaver and Keith Weaver know what I'm saying, to black people who are representing black families and not only legacy building, but bringing back out legacy in nearest green. So absolutely end up like Fawn Weaver. She will survive this. She will survive this receivership. And again, go buy that bottle of, and I don't drink y'all, but go buy that bottle of Uncle Nearest.
That's why I love you, Sparkle. You're always supporting our people.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like those like just lessons in general. We just don't want that to happen in an AI situation. So just watch your CFOs, watch your execs, watch your accountants, because if somebody's trying to jump ship or sabotage something to your legacy, to your business, just watch out for it. That's what I'm saying. Get those kids.
We gotta take this. Shout out to Lisa Price. Lisa Point. I'm sorry, but I want to just let y'all know that Lisa Price recently got back Carol's daughter. So I want y'all to understand this is why when we have these conversations, if we can't mention the policy, legislation, and things that were put in place in order to allow for these things to happen, allow for people to take over entire industries. I don't think y'all was thinking in the 1800s that other groups of people owned the black hair care industry, right? Do y'all believe in the late 1800s that another group of people owned the black hair care industry?
So what another group of people own the black hair care industry in the 1800s?
Get out of your emotions.
What does that have to do with
Get out of your emotions. Look at the policy and legislation that allow for what happened today. Get out of your feelings and look at the legislation that happened. Because if politics got us into this, then it might seem like we either don't have the right representation in those places, which we don't. We have to actually reconcile with that. Because I don't care what you do, what industry that you call a regular.
No, apparently, or I'm sorry, BB has a problem with Ewan. Ewan doesn't have a problem with him. BB has a problem with Ewan, so Ewan's fucking with him back. See how that works?
Yeah, I'm just reacting to BB being a cunt, basically. BB could just apologize to me and this will be over. But he won't. So I'm going to name rooms after him every single fucking day. It's not gonna end until he fucking says I'm sorry. That's all. I just want sorry. And even if I know he said fuck Canada, so I just want a sorry. Yeah, I just want a real fucking sorry. And maybe he's being a proper fucking cunt about it. And do you know what? This is actually gonna split a lot of people.
Yeah, maybe you can just say sorry.
It's sad.
No, it's not what you want. You want an apology.
Yeah, I just want you to fucking say sorry, dude.
Okay. I'm sorry I didn't expose your fucking bitch ass a month ago, you piece of shit.
Wait, did he expose himself about something?
Yeah, like I've been open about this.
No, about your uneducated, dumb fuck.
Barbecue, bro.
He's got the weirdest narrative and doesn't know how to argue, which gets himself into trouble, and then in turn causes problems for other Jews on this app. And he doesn't realize he's like a toxic waste site. When he leaves, there's still toxins in the ground.
Fucking one dick is worse than
No, it has nothing to do with that. Has nothing
all
to do
the
with
secular atheist Jews and the
Nah,
Buddhist
there
and
we go.
Hindu Jews and
Yeah, exactly.
the Jews against Israel and
Yeah.
support Palestine.
Yeah.
No, those aren't bad. But you and sucking one dick and not liking it afterwards.
No, that's no problem. Ewan, because he's a pathological sex worker. He forgot to tell you the whole concept.
Sex worker. Wait, I'm
So
sex worker
he-
now?
He goes
Oh my god. I wish I made money off of my fucking
Sucking dick.
And I don't even support the whole sucking dick. I think it's disgusting, but
No, I think it's gross.
No,
Yeah, I'm not into it.
you're on the
See, a normal guy would like make that decision before they actually suck.
Oh no, I told him
They
that. I
wouldn't. They
said,
wouldn't. They wouldn't
why
suck
couldn't
it.
you have
They'd say,
decided not to like sucking dick before you sucked the dick?
I know.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, no, total fuck up.
Yeah, that's not the point though. He's going into
No,
his. so you go and get there, and because you're dumb, right? So you don't understand social cues. So when somebody's saying, "Hey man, don't listen, hey man, don't," oh my god, fuck. So when somebody says, "Hey man, don't attack people's religions in their attack what happened on October 7th instead," because you can come up with those facts easy, even an imbecile can. But you're going into religious shit, you're not going to be able to back it up, and I guarantee you they're going to talk about don't interrupt me.
5, sir, 99, 29, sir, 99, 30.
So hold on. So then.
So,
They have like a whole facility over there for like startups.
You're going to win an argument against people about their religion.
sounds hurt.
Dealing with fucking low IQ people, you're never going to win that argument.
Would I have a 145?
Every room is going to be named after you for the next 60 days.
Do it.
And it's going to be your
You're picking up that thing.
I love it. Do it.
No, honestly, you are so fucking dumb with this shit.
Do it.
Listen,
That'll submit to you.
No, I'm sorry, bro.
And the problematic, you say, "I'm sorry." Are you joking? I'm sorry. I didn't fucking block you. I'm sorry. I blocked you in your life, but I can't slap my shit out of you.
I hate that Canadian sorry.
Yeah.
That's sorry. It's like a fucking pussy, right?
It's like the most disingenuous, like, sorry, too.
So now you have a problem. Okay, so, hey, Ewan, you know so much about Canada. Why don't you just speak to me and talk about it?
I'm not going to ever hear you for a second.
No, why? No, I'm not saying. Why don't you speak?
This maybe might want to try to suck your dick, Ewan.
I know you might try to suck my
You might try to pin you down and blow you up.
I tried it once and it wasn't.
Not my gumdrop buttons!
Keep digging, bro. Keep digging. Honestly, love it.
Nobody goes to your room saying this, maybe you're not like
I know.
anybody.
I know.
Don't threaten me all the time. You guys threaten people and they're arguing. Yeah, arguing with resistance on stage. Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh, you think you're gonna? This is the point where you think that you're gonna threaten me and I'm gonna comply. Bro, you can suck another dick. I'm still.
No, if he's giving you an out, it's not a threat.
Every room is going to be named after that.
That's great. Thank you.
He's saying if you just apologize,
No, I ain't gonna apologize.
you stop being a fucking dick is what he's.
Yeah, you're like pulling the fucking.
Yeah, be more Canadian, bro.
Well, I mean, look who's the loser.
Oh, it's alright. Hey, wait a minute, Ewan. He's already said the word. Hold on, Ewan. Shut the fuck up, BB. You've already said the word sorry. Remember, because I said that it sounds like something. You already apologized. You apologized already. Yep, he already apologized. He already said sorry. I said it sounds like a disingenuous sorry. Yep, take that sorry. The chocolate bar and a fucking eggplant afterwards.
I double David to try and character assassin to that. Love it.
I do that all the time and it doesn't have any repercussions or consequences.
Oh no, yeah, because they're not.
I mean, I'll play with that all the other people do that.
Yeah.
Little legally.
Even resistance or being on stage.
Legally, I'm going to fucking.
Really interesting, enthralling
It's on your name, it's not your
learn so much.
That's my first, that's my first name, moron. No, keep doing it, please. Love it. Pete is your first name. Yep. But the weirdo, you open up the room about me and then like my name in the room. I'm the weirdo. You're just sick, bro.
It's alright, you guys don't worry about it. I have 800 burner accounts I'll look you up, bro.
It's against all. I got burner. Yeah. Thank you for saying that. Recording. So, it's fun.
That Yahoo.
Yeah, we're just gonna run BB rooms just for you.
We're gonna invite Resistance and Buttercup in here every day.
You guys are speaking.
And Resistance and Buttercup are gonna be on stage, and Buttercup is gonna be a moderator, and they'll never go into your room ever again, and no one else to talk to you about.
It's not a
It'll be Harry and a couple other people in your audience. It's a
well, it's not a you don't ever write a check, you pay the guy. You leave it
I will go in and personally invite every person that's in your room into this room, so all the
I am a
So I'm gonna choose.
I am a Jew.
You're boring and you're disingenuous.
I'm a Jew that thinks you're fucking.
Harry, I have 800 burner
So I'm
accounts.
going to
I
run
generated
every
them in
fucking
Python and
day.
AI. What are you talking
I
about?
am going to run a fucking room every day to make sure that you're not a bully anymore. I'm gonna make you a little fucking cunt.
I'm gonna make you a bitch, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love it. That's not amazing. Yes, it's funny. But it's me and you, and it's right in Jack Cash. Honestly, I'd rather to meet you in person.
Oh, why don't we close this room right now? Or actually, you know what? Just change the title.
Yes, we'll have it.
Change the title to BB Hearts BBC Chocolate Bar Big Plan.
He don't have the balls. He doesn't have the balls.
He said,
No, I dare you to do it right now.
yeah, you can't do
That's
anything about
tomorrow's
it.
right now. Grab the cojones, man.
Oh, actually, hold on, Ewan, if you want to get away with it, write B1B1, so it's not BIBI, so you can't say anything.
No. I'm actually not regular.
That's B1B1.
I actually will.
Yeah, B1B1 Heart BBC Chocolate Bar.
For the record, for the record, I know a lot about entertainment law. It's like talking to right now. So I will say this. I'm going to keep this. What am I talking about? I'm going to keep this. Stop writing checks you can't cash. Tomorrow is going to be your name because I think it's a fucking genius name. So yeah.
Oh, Harry, I can generate 100 new accounts on sleep.
Big black hawk.
I just hit enter, and then I got someone to I wake up, new 100 new accounts. I'm not like John, I don't have to go out and buy phones to do all this.
No, baby, you are so fucking hilarious. You know what? I just want to make sense.
Oh, no, I definitely don't know anything about Python, Harry, you're right.
Does anybody know anything about satire law?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, baby, I'm gonna make a satirical recreation of your life on Sat.
So you're not gonna find replays on this anymore. I'm gonna keep it playing.
The room tomorrow is gonna be called BB Loves Black Hawk. Okay?
I've been fucking Roger Leave, and I've also fucking JB crash out for days.
You also don't realize
Yeah, he's a connoisseur. Oh, John, are you streaming it? John, thumbs up, are you streaming it?
podcast